Thank you, Ernie. When I became county executive 6 months ago, we knew we had a lot of work to do. We had to restore trust, we had to make government work better, and we had to start tackling our biggest challenges. Last week, we had a setback towards those goals. We can't trust county government if it appears that some of our county employees aren't always telling the truth. We can't make county government better if we aren't treating all of our employees fairly. And we can't tackle challenges like equity in our community if we have those challenges within our own organization. In the trial last week, the honesty of our police officers and inclusion in the police department was called into question. And we hear those concerns, and we're going to be moving deliberately and seriously. Honesty is trust foundation. If you can't believe what someone is telling you, then you can't trust them. Sometimes truth is hard, but we have to face the hard truths. We must always hold ourselves and our employees to the highest standards of honesty and integrity. Inclusion is a hallmark of county government, but we aren't there yet. I told county employees yesterday that county government hasn't always done a good job of addressing the concerns of women, people of color, and our LGBTQIA community, especially in the workplace. We can do better, and we will. We must build a culture where employees know that they are valued and respected. We must implement practices and policies that guarantee every employee is treated with dignity. The changes we make must be serious. We must address our challenges boldly and unambiguously. We need to know who is being left behind and why. We can only lift up everyone when the obstacles holding them back have been removed. The best way to start is by listening. Monday morning, I met with a group of LGBT leaders. Later in that day, I met with Hazel Irby, the Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, to understand some of the programs that she was working on. We also met with the Anti-Defamation League, and they have begun building an implicit bias training program. We'll be making some serious changes in the police department. A fresh perspective at the top is vital to the success of our police department and to St. Louis County. I've been working for weeks to identify potential members of the Board of Commissioners of the police department, and I've been talking with Chief Belmar about his future and how these changes might fit into his plans. Serious change is needed to promote equity and inclusion in county government and throughout St. Louis County. We must do a better job of removing barriers to success that disproportionately affects marginalized people. It's sad but true, in 2019, we're still talking about these issues. Whether or not to treat people fairly, regardless of gender, race, or gender identity, really is not something we should even ponder. But the answer is definitely yes. Whether to ensure equal opportunity to everyone in our county, no matter their identity, really isn't up for debate. How we deliver on that obligation is what we need to understand. 5 years ago, the national spotlight shined a bright light on St. Louis County because of race and equity issues. The next time that bright light focuses on us, we need to make sure it's something that we're proud of. The work we do together over the next few years will determine whether or not we can have that confidence. I look forward to working with each of you as we renew our commitment to make St. Louis County a welcoming place for all of its residents. Thank you.
Thank you.